If you want to be consistent, you need to kill the idea that you can't be good at this game. Like anything worth having, consistency is not something that comes easily. It requires dedication, purposeful practice, and determination to pull off. It requires blocking out the negativity and complaining, and getting to work. It requires a strong head to start, and a disciplined mind to see it through. But it's not difficult by any means. All you need to do is put the time in. That's it. It's stupidly easy. Sustaining that over time, that's what's hard. It's a good thing you found this video, because by the end of it, you'll know exactly what to do and how to do it. The rest is up to you. My name is Ascendant Nomad, and I'm your Crucible Doctor. In today's video, we're going to talk about the final step in our 4-part Game Sense series, how to become a consistent player. This video is the culmination of all of those lessons. If you have not watched those videos already, please go to my channel and find the Game Sense playlist. You'll be able to watch all of them in sequential order from there. To recap, Game Sense is an umbrella term that describes every single bit of information you can glean from the game in order to accurately predict the situation that's the most likely to happen next, and to set yourself up for that situation to the best of your abilities. It's sometimes referred to as situational awareness in other games. In Game Sense 101, we talked about the concept of a window in time, where we take a snapshot of any particular point in the game. We ask ourselves questions about the information in front of us in order to interpret the state of the game. Questions such as, where are my teammates in relation to me, and are there any objectives in play? In Game Sense 102, called This Is How You Win Fights, we took this concept one step further and applied it to the minutiae of every fight we take. We talk about how making the right decisions based on the snapshots you take can boost your chances of winning before the fight is set up. Essentially, understanding which fights are worth taking and winning versus which ones to walk away from. In Game Sense 103, called How to See Them Coming, we discussed how you can use your snapshots of fights and the state of the game to gather information and make patterns out of that information to essentially predict something that will happen before it happens. History repeats itself, 300 actions per minute at a time. Repeating the process of observing the game helps inform your precognition better as time goes on. And now, here we are, Game Sense 104, how to become a consistent player. There's nothing new here to teach you. When it comes to Game Sense, 101, 102, and 103 are really all you need at the basic level. So what's the point of this one? Well, in order to be a consistent player, you need to not only incorporate the practices in those 3 videos, but you need to undergo a change in mentality to help yourself become better. It sounds hard, but in reality, it's really quite simple. If you want to improve in the Crucible, then you can't approach it casually. To become a consistent player is to undergo a mindset shift if you haven't done so already. Gone are the days of just playing Crucible for the hell of it. You're now here to win, to dominate, to be your best self. And the process of being consistent means consistently wanting to play Crucible to win, for better or worse, no matter what the state of the game is. The days of innocently running around and committing die on your fellow Guardian are over. The lessons in 101, 102, 103 must be observed and implemented. It may take time, but your initial goal is to be actively thinking about getting better with your snapshots and precognition. After some time, you will become better at it. It may not feel like you are after a week or even 2 weeks, but if you practice with intent, practice with purpose, you will find yourself becoming better at it. The nature of the task will become familiar. During this time, you need to forget about your stats. You will fail and fall down, and there will be times where you will be too preoccupied with assessing the fight that you will literally forget to fight. And that's fine. It's actually good. It will teach you when it's appropriate to assess versus taking action and fighting. Remember, you're learning something here that will set you up for the future much better than any gun, loadout, or build ever could. Metas will come and go, but Game Sense will be forever. That and Fellwinter's Lie, Christ. Practice becoming comfortable with seeing the Crucible in a new way. Only once you're comfortable with the pattern recognition will you start to see the benefits of thinking this way. You with me so far? Good. Then you should know I've not said anything on how to be a consistent player. Not yet. I need to reintroduce you to a term that you need to be familiar with. I've mentioned it before on this channel, but I'll say it again. It builds off the last point, but your own version of scrub mentality needs to be exercised if you want to be consistent. What's scrub mentality? It refers to a mindset where instead of taking ownership of your mistakes, you attribute them to circumstances you can't control, and formulate a whole set of beliefs and ideals around that. Scrub mentality is a term that was coined by David Serlin. Here's what he says about it. The scrub mentality is to be so shackled by self-imposed handicaps as to never have any hope of being truly good at a game. You can practice forever, but if you can't get over these common hang-ups, in a sense, you've lost before you've even started. You've lost before you even picked which game to play. We're all familiar with the excuses. This gun is broken, stasis is cheesy, I don't like playing X character because it's cheap. These are the self-imposed handicaps. You know that complaining I've been doing about stasis and that you've likely been doing as well? That's another handicap. By complaining about stasis, I'm giving myself permission to blame something I dislike instead of myself. It's so much easier than being honest about the fact that I stood in one place, asking to be dusk-fielded out of cover. No, instead I'll look at that situation, I'll see what happened, and I'll blame the dusk-field grenades instead for being too strong. Complaining and giving yourself these outs to blame other things you can't control, does not help you become better. Leave the thoughts and constructive criticism of stasis to when Bungie really wants to hear it. At all other times, it's a tool to use, and you should be using it. It's very, very strong. Yes, of course, your thoughts and concerns about stasis are very valid. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying they're not valid right now, in this context, to become a better player. If you're not playing to be the very best player you can be, and instead you're filling your head with doubts about the state of the game, you are in no position mentally to become a better player. Fix it. Wipe your mind clean. I recommend Lysol, though for your general well-being, please don't inject it into your lungs. Once you're clean, you're ready. Let's talk about the how. Play an hour every day. What, did you think there was more to this? I told you, becoming consistent is a simple process. It's just a long one. Becoming consistent is about having the right attitude and being persistent. Play an hour every day with no negative thoughts in your mind. Play an hour every day with the intent to learn. Play an hour every day practicing your snapshots. Play an hour every day practicing your aim. Play an hour every day with the weapons you love. Play an hour every day with the weapons you don't. When you're developing a habit, consistency over time is how you build up to something bigger. Obviously, the more you do, the faster you learn, but the key factor here is time. Consistency isn't a mechanical thing, it's a mental thing. Thinking in a different way takes longer than building muscle memory. Ask anyone who's gotten themselves fit, learned an instrument, or picked up a new game. A little bit every day over a long period of time is the definition of progress. An hour might be too much for you, so work backwards if you need it. If staying mentally clean is too difficult to do for even half an hour, and I don't blame you by the way with stasis being stasis, then do it for 1 game a day. Build to 2, then 3, then 4. Start with half an hour if an hour is too much, then 45 minutes, then an hour and 15. Progress in consistency scales when you do. After a while, you become extremely consistent at what you do, and a byproduct of putting dedicated practice time in is that you'll also just become a better player. You end up watching more Crucible videos and streams. Maybe you'll join a new clan that's full of PvP players. The way you arrange the furniture in your mind changes with time, and that manifests in the real world as new habits, new people around you, new streams of ideas, and new behavioral patterns. If you really want to chart your progress, record your games at least once a month. Could be the beginning or the end of the month, it doesn't really matter. In a perfect world, you record once a week, but hey, small steps first. Record a game that you played relative to your skill level. Then play an hour every day, practicing exactly what you want to practice. Record again next month and see how much of a difference you've made. I guarantee you that if you just play an hour every day, you will become a vastly improved Crucible player. And if you practice those game sense moves like we talked about, you'll be well on your way to becoming a very, very smart player as well. And that concludes our Game Sense series. I hope it was enjoyable and informative in equal measure. If you liked this video, you know what to do. I'm Ascendant Nomad, and I'm your Crucible Doctor. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.